Okay, so the world seems to be in chaos. I see a lot of people that seem to be living in fear and in worry. And believe me, I can understand that with everything that's going on. Hey, it's me, Gerald, an active real estate agent and investor. And I'm all about sharing what I've learned since 2007. And today, I'm going to share with you how I've been dealing with this coronavirus. Now, before we start, has anybody actually read any of this? The 15 days to slow the spread. A lot of the stuff in here is actually, I hate to say it, but it is really common sense. There are some things in here that are added in there, such as stay away from restaurants and bars and places where it's crowded and not visiting nursing homes. But the majority of this, if you would look at it, it's really basic things we should be doing all the time anyway. I keep seeing this on news, but I had a little bit of a hard time finding it, but I did find it, and I'm gonna leave that link down in the description below. So if you want to download it, how to make it easier. All right, I like to do what's called my daily meds, okay? Daily meds. Bear with my handwriting if you would. All right, M. Mindset. So would that be my mindset? Well, for me, it's prayer. And prayer gets me in the right mindset. I remember when I was in my 40s, my mom was telling me how to pray, and I was asking her, well, how do you start that off? Well, she said, start it off by being thankful. And I'm thinking, and then she looked at me, she goes, every day that you wake up is a gift from God. Be thankful. I said, well, I never even realized that. But it is a gift from God. And so is everything in that day is a gift from God. A lot of times we become complacent and don't realize the things that we have and take for granted are blessings that a lot of people, lack. Food, air conditioning, water, the ability to use a restroom and a toilet. I don't mean to sound ugly or anything, but there are people out there that don't have these basic necessities. There's people out there that are starving. And yet, we take a lot of this for granted. So pray and be thankful, and pray for others as well, all right? It helps me get in that right mindset. And I like to pray consistently during the day. That's me. Now, the next thing I have is E. E for exercise. A lot of you are telling me, y'all can't go out there and exercise right now because you ain't got the time and you got too much to do. Well, guess what? Everybody's got 24 hours a day. You're no different, all right? This is how you manage it. Make sure you leave time for exercise. Make time for it. You only get one body, and especially right now, put the Doritos down, get up off the couch, and go do something. Right now, we can still walk around. Go out in the garage. Be active. Now, obviously, if you're unable to physically to exercise, well, don't push it. Don't do something that's going to jeopardize and put you in a position to get worse off than you are now. But exercise, believe it or not, that gives you a lot of energy. I got another E, which is educate. Educate yourself. Like right now, you got plenty of time. Study up. Find something that can enhance your career. Or right here, your relationship. Go to scripture. Do some reading. Be open and see what the Lord's telling you. And He will speak to you when you open up and allow Him to. All right? So educate yourself, whether through scripture or enhancing your career or building up better relationships with your family or with others. Whatever you got to do, educate yourself. There's plenty of time right now, especially right now. Now, the D is for diet. Said this a while ago. Put the Doritos down and start eating right. I know it's a lot easier to sit there and grab a bag of Doritos than it is to sit there and peel an orange. But hey, the older I get, the more I realize that diet is more important. This one is a tough one for me. But, you only get one shot. You only get one body again. Treat it right. Eat right, or try to eat right for the most part. All right, I understand, you got to maybe do a little ice cream and cake when it's somebody's birthday, but man, when you do that every day, all the time, oh man, that's going to hurt yourself. Right now, we got coronavirus that's killing people. But I believe the number one thing that kills people is sugar. But nobody seems to be drawing back on that. And we're self-inflicting ourselves with that. All that sugar we do that puts us in a condition where our body just deteriorates. And then towards the end, we wonder what happened. Come on. Take care of yourself. Diet right, okay? Now, the last one is sleep. I got an issue with this one too because I like to stay up late and read. But sleep. We do need to sleep. Now, believe it or not, if you do everything else here, by the time you get down to sleeping, you will be physically ready and mentally ready to sleep, believe it or not. Now don't forget, me personally, I'll throw a little bit of this right here right before I go to sleep. Carry me through the night. All right, but again, sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep. They say 8 hours is what you need. Me personally, I think I get around 7. I used to only sleep around 6 hours. So anyway, this, if you do all of these things right here, it'll put you in a better mood. You can cope with almost just about anything, especially this coronavirus stuff that's going on. And I'm not trying to minimize that either. I do realize the severity of that. And this is not the first time that something like this has happened, and probably won't be the last time. Anybody remember 9/11? I thought the world was going to end then. Believe it or not, I don't just do this because of the coronavirus. I've been doing this for a long time, doing all this stuff right here. I watch very little TV. Yes, I do watch the news is going on, but don't let that news consume you. Because I tell you what, if you just sit there and watch that constantly, it'll drag you down. There's so much negativity in there. And if you ever notice, they don't really have anything good on the news as far as good news. And there's a lot of good news out there, but that doesn't sell. But once the coronavirus kind of takes its course, and even after they let us out of the house and we can go back to the restaurants and eat, man, keep all this in mind. Are we going to be perfect in it? No. I don't exercise every single day, but I do exercise. Diet and sleep is probably my hardest things because I love to eat. And everything I like to eat is not always good for me. But my wife helps me on that. She helps me keep that in check. And I love her for that. All right, so these daily meds, take them daily, even after this coronavirus goes away. Keep them part of your daily routine, and you'll feel better, promise you. All right, take care, and God bless.